Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hear me now, hear me now. Can you hear me now? Check, check, check. Can you hear me now? Oh, someone said yes. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, great. Well, apologize for that. Technical difficulties. So I just had to adjust a couple settings, ended up getting it working. So here we go. All right, now we'll start over. Apologize for the delay. I've done this so many times that it just usually works right away. I got used to it. I did some checks beforehand, but you know, with online, anything can happen. So anyways, thank you. All right, now, I'm Casey Stubbs, and I'm going to talk today about an investment that I've been doing since September. It's called arbitraging, and I'm going to share some updates on what's happened. If you guys have seen this in the past, then it's good to learn more about it. I've had a lot of people have been asking me questions about it. A lot of things has changed since I first started, and it's been working pretty good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you I've basically doubled my account since it started. It's pretty interesting how everything works. So I'm going to just take you through the whole process today. Again, I apologize for the audio problems, and I just want to say Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everyone. That we are doing this. So I'm gonna quickly move over because when I was chasing the settings, I deleted my slides. So let me just add those real quick, and then we'll go right into it. All right, so here we go. All right, thanks everyone. We're now going to look at the slides, and we'll just go ahead and get started. And if you guys have seen this before at all or done anything with this, let me know. And because I know a lot of people that saw the first training jumped on right away, and I wanted to hear if anyone else has had similar results. So if you have, just go ahead and type it in the chat or in the comments. That'd be great. And since I messed this one up, I'll probably do another one or just do a video so I don't have as much risk on the technical side. If I do a video, I know it's going to work. All right. First, a disclaimer. Trading's risky. Don't trade any money that you can't afford to lose. Yes, all results are hypothetical. You know how that is. And I follow this advice myself. I never invest anything. When I invested, I expect it's already gone. And that goes with this as well. It's worked really well for me, but at the same time, I don't like sell everything I own and say, okay, this is it. I'm just always assuming that it's going to lose. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about arbitrage. What is it? How to grow your account and steps to get started. So basically, Got to share a little bit about me. I'm the founder of TradingStrategyGuides.com, several other financial websites, financial education. I'm in marketing, I'm in trading, I'm in investing, I'm in businesses, a lot of different things. You can find more about what I do at CaseyStubbs.com. Also, I'm a host of a podcast, the Cashflow Hacking Podcast. Really cool stuff. I get some great guests. I talk everything from investing to how to make money marketing, how to make money trading, and I just get experts, real estate. I get experts in every category, and I just interview them, and I get all the good information from them. And sometimes I'll even share some of my own secrets as well. So it's a pretty good show. A lot of people have been subscribing to it. You can get access to that show at my website, CaseyStubbs.com also. All right, I also have a book here, highlight author of book. Some of these slides are older because I did this in September, and I'm just doing an update because I just thought it was so cool what happened since the last update. And I'll put a link to that old video so you can see kind of what happened. But when I did the video, I was up like 11%, and since that point, I've doubled it, and that was in September. And now it's December 24th, Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you guys have a great Christmas tonight. For those of you that celebrate, it's Christmas Eve. Looking forward for me to spend time with my family. My in-laws are coming over. We're going to hang out with my kids and my family. It's going to be a great night. And tomorrow is Christmas, so hope everybody enjoys it. And remember, Christmas is about Jesus, and it's just a great time to really be thankful for all of the gifts that we have in this life. All right. So arbitraging. What is arbitraging? It's buying something for a low price and selling it higher. Basically, it's trading, right? And people do arbitraging with lots of things. On my podcast, I had a book arbitrage expert, and he would go in and buy textbooks on Amazon at a low price, and then he'd sell them for a high price. It's arbitraging. That's what people do in the market. They arbitrage. They buy low and sell high. That's the basic concept. Web traffic. That's one of the businesses I own in marketing. Is I buy really cheap traffic and then I resell it at a higher price. So really, all kinds of businesses are using arbitraging. So it's a very common form to make money online. And then now this specific type of investment is a crypto arbitrage. And so basically what it is you're buying a coin at one exchange and selling it at a higher price on another exchange, such as Bitcoin, right? And so you need to know ahead of time how much you'll make in profit before each trade. So the way that it works is there's different exchanges out there, right? You see all these different exchanges? This is where you can buy your Bitcoins. And you've got CoinMama, Kraken, Binance, Bitpanda, Coinbase, Bitfinex, Poloniex, Gemini, Bithumb, Xcoins. There's lots of different ones. And if you look at the prices on them, you can actually go and look at each one, and you'll notice there's a very wide spread. Sometimes it's as wide as $100 on Bitcoin. And what this does is whether the price of the coin is going up or down, we can find opportunities to buy it at Binance and sell it at Coinbase, or sell it at Bitfinex and buy it at Poloniex. And we capture the money based on the different exchange prices, right? And that's how it works. And some people figured this out, and then they set up an actual robot. And when I say robot, I just mean a computer program. They set up a computer program that does this for us. And it's called arbitraging, right? So let's go ahead and take an example. I'm going to go ahead and get on the web here, and we can go ahead and take a look at Coinbase, see if Coinbase will pull us up a price. Okay, so we can see right now that the price of Coinbase is $4,133, right? So now let's go ahead and look at another exchange. Let's go ahead and pull up Kraken and see if I got the right. Yeah, here we go. Kraken. And charts, see what we get the prices are. So you can see the price on Kraken right now. Oh, wrong. Let's go to Bitcoin USD. BTC USD. How do I get to that? Okay, that's not working for me. Let me try Binance. Okay, Binance. Okay, there we go. Bitcoin USD right there. $4,102. And on Coinbase, it's $4,039. Okay, so that's a $30 spread, right? Just off of Bitcoin on one exchange. And if you're doing this over and over again on multiple exchanges, you can see how that works, right? So there's lots of different opportunities here. So that's basically how it works. So let's go back to the slides. So that's the simple process of it. And so what we do now is we'll put it on autopilot, right? And the way you do that, it's called Abot, and it's with Arbitrage. If you guys have tried this out, let us know in the chat. I know I introduced this back in September. A lot of people have taken advantage of this. So what happens is you get paid every day from their trades. They make money by charging a small transaction fee, and you can get started with as little as $250 to start. And like I always say, trading's risky, investing's risky. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. And I say start out with a small amount and test it out and see how it goes. That's what I did. I started with a small amount, and then I just kept adding more and more. And I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how this works and the whole process on how to get started. And just to let you know, I'll give you all the links. The links are actually below here on how to get access to this. And just as also as a disclaimer, I am giving you an affiliate link, so I do get a small commission for signing you up. So just to give you a verification on that, so I appreciate it if you would sign up with my link. That really helps me out. So that's it. It's a pretty simple process. And the idea is simple. Getting set up is a little complicated, and I created a guide on how to do that, and it's in the comments, and I'll be emailing that out later, the guide on how to actually do this. But I'm going to actually just show you my account right now and show you how I'm doing on it. So this is my Arbitrage account. You can see that my account here is at $98,000, $866, and it's just been growing really fast. Because the way that it works is that it pays you a return. So if we go over here and we click this Abot tab, it shows you the day's profit, right? So the day's profit today was 67 cents. And over the last 21 days, it's been over the last 30 days, it's been 21.64. And so every day at a specific set time, it pays you out based on the trades that the fund makes. And the way these guys make their money is they get commission on, the Abot people get commission on when you take money out, they charge a 4% fee to so if I close this account and I take all $100,000, it's all $98,000, they'll take 4% of that. So that's how they get paid. And they also take a daily small percent off of each day's profit as well. And so if it's 0.67 or 21%, you're probably going to make a little bit less than that because of the fees that they take out. But they're not huge, and you still do really well over it. And they also have another fee on their exchange when you buy their coin. And so the way that it works is you have to buy their coin, and then you put their coin, which is called the ARB, the ARB. You put their coin into this Abot. The Abot makes the trade, and then you sell the coin when you take your money out. And what I have recommended to do, and there's many different strategies on how to do this, but what I do is I just keep reinvesting, because you can put auto reinvest, or you can turn off reinvest, and then they'll just put it to your earned wallet and just hold it until you get a certain amount, and then you can transfer the amount that you've made, and you can sell it on the exchange. And so you just transfer the earn to the wallet after you've earned a certain amount. So rather than like taking everything out and just quitting, I'm like, well, why would I do that? Because I'm making money every day. I want to pull out my initial investment and just let it send me on a daily basis. Like if I make 0.67, it'll pay me, like for example, just today I made $650. I can, instead of reinvesting that, I can put that into this earned wallet, take my $650, send it to the exchange, and sell it. And so that's pretty much how it works. It's pretty simple. They've got pretty good support. The system is pretty transparent. I have a lot of friends that have done this. As a matter of fact, some good friends introduced me to this that have made much more money than I have. Since this has started, they've paid out about $54 million. So that's pretty amazing. But what I'm going to do now is just basically show you how it works, because it's a little complicated on the actual getting set up. So let me go back to the steps guide here, and you'll take a look at this. So step 1 is open up a Metamask wallet. Step 2 is buy Ethereum at CoinMama. Then you send ETH to Metamask. Then you send it to the arbitraging, or you set up your ARB account. Then you send the ETH to the ARB account. You buy ARB with ETH. You transfer ARB to your wallet. You transfer wallet to Abot, and you put your Abot to work. And then step 10 is withdraw profits, repeat daily. Okay, now, and I'll send some updates on how to do this if you're interested. But again, don't ever invest money you can't afford to lose, and just go ahead and give it a shot. I mean, if you have some extra money, if you have $250, actually it costs a little more, $250, because of the fees, right? So I got to warn people about that. If you just try $250, that won't work, because they charge you, the CoinMama will charge you, the other ones will charge you. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'm going to just walk you through this. The first thing we're going to do, before we do that, I wanted to show you this. So here is, if you look at $50,000, it's your initial investment. We saw the percent return was 21, and the number of months, 4 months, calculate, right? So at 4 months, you've doubled your money, okay? And so it's actually a little less than 4 to double, but at 3, calculate. 3 is not quite doubling, but 4 is over double. So in 4 months, you might as well just say in 4 months, whatever you have, you'll have your money back if things work according to the future. And of course, anything can happen. But if you have 250, let's just say you want to start with 500, calculate it, and you'll have your money doubled in 4 months. And one thing I recommend too is, you never know how long investments will last, but just to pull out your initial investment. So at 4, just for risk purposes, at month number 4, you can then take out 500, and then you'll just start over fresh. And that's kind of a cool strategy, because then you have no risk on the table, and it's totally on autopilot, and it can still make you a lot of money. So even if so let's just say we bump this out a little bit, the amount of money that you can make is pretty crazy, and that's why I actually pull my money out, because it seems almost too good to be true. But right now it's been working, and I've been able to sell it and make profit. So let's just say 3 years is 36 months. Let's just go to 36, calculate. So at the end of 36 months with a $500, you're actually looking at $470,000. So this is something that the average person could get set up with and make really good returns. And it's just a pretty simple, straightforward system. And so far, it's been working really well. That doesn't mean it's going to work forever. Anything can change. The markets can change. The spreads can change. The opportunities can change. Anything can change. So you never want to count on anything forever. But you can take advantage of something while it's working. So anyways, back to step one, you have to have a wallet to do this, and that's why this is a little confusing. But what I use is, and this is what they recommend, it's called Metamask. So you go to metamask.io, and then it's a little browser. It only takes a minute, and it's up here, right? So this is Metamask. It's up here on your browser. You click it, and then this is how you access your wallet. So this is my wallet right now. Okay, so I have some ETH in here. I was just keeping some in here just in case I wanted to do another investment. But you keep that, and then what you do is you then send it, and somehow, for some reason, it got reset. I don't know what. You can send this over, and you can send it to, or maybe I don't have the money. I don't know. I thought I did. It showed it a second ago. There, it's back. So you just send the money, and you'll send that over to your ARB account. And the way you get your wallet is you just click deposit, and it'll give you your address here. So you deposit it into this ARB. Now, once you open, so step one is to open up this MetaMask account. Step two is to buy the coin. And I recommend doing that at CoinMama. The reason why, you can buy coins at a lot of different places, but the reason I use CoinMama is because it's fast, okay? And like Coinbase, you can use Coinbase, but they'll hold your money for like 10 days. It's a real pain. CoinMama charges you a lot more money, and I put the link in it here for CoinMama. It charges you a lot more money, but it's fast. It's instant. So as soon as I buy it, I send it to my MetaMask wallet. So I buy the coin at CoinMama. We'll go to CoinMama now. Okay, so we'll go to CoinMama. And you can buy the coins here, all right? And the reason I use it is because it's fast. You can use your debit card, and it's fast, instant delivery. Coinbase will make you wait like 10 days. So when you're making like 6% a week, and you have to wait a week, that's a lot of money. So the fees here to buy $1,000 is like $50 on CoinMama. Pretty expensive. 5%. It's a 5% fee. I was like, wow, that's a lot. But by the time you wait with Coinbase, you're losing money, and I just don't like waiting, so I use CoinMama. It's just irritating. Like I don't understand why Coinbase has the right to hold my money for an entire week. It's a joke. So anyhow, then you go to CoinMama. Once you do that, you do not want to send it directly to your ARB wallet. You want to send it to your MetaMask wallet, right? And the reason they do this is I don't really know. Something about transparency, but they make you send it to this MetaMask. Then from there, you're going to want to set up an ARB account, right? Because you have to have this MetaMask before you set up an ARB account. And so the link is in the chat, but I'll just post it in the chat too. The ARB link. You can use that to sign up for your ARB account, but you have to have a MetaMask account first. But you click deposit in here, and then it'll take you over into there. So now once your money shows up, once you deposit it, and this doesn't take long actually. I've done it many times, and I'll probably do a better tutorial here because I'm kind of all over the place. One that's I might even break it down and do videos by steps. But once you send it to the wallet, then you're going to want to send it to the exchange, okay? And you just transfer it to the exchange, and then you're going to buy your ARB. So you buy ETH, you transfer it in, then you have to buy ARBs on the exchange. Now, one thing about the exchange is it's currently closed for Christmas, so it's going to be open in like the day after Christmas. But what you do is it'll have your ARBs in here or your ETH. I have nothing. And, oh, it's just telling me that it's closed. Let me see if I can get back to it real quick. You can actually just click buy, and you buy your ARB. And then once you buy it, you send it back to your wallet, and then you transfer it to your Abot, right? And then that turns it on. Once it gets into your Abot, it then, once it gets into your Abot, it will then automatically start the next day. So if you send it like right now, it wouldn't kick in, it wouldn't get invested until the next cycle, which would be like tonight around midnight. For me, every time is different based on where you're at and what ID you're in. But so it takes probably 24 hours to start earning. And then after you start earning, you make money every day. And you just go in here and you'll see your returns. And so that's how the whole process works. It's not too difficult. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually super easy. But the first time, there's a pretty heavy learning curve. And that's why I sent this instruction guide, which it's right here. I'm going to actually, it's in the chat, in the description, but I'm going to put it in the chat here too. This is a good little video, or it's not a video, I put it in the chat. It's a PDF guide, and it just gives you step-by-step instructions. Makes it pretty clear, I believe. So if you guys have already done this, that's great. If you haven't, then I think you should go ahead and get started. If you guys have any questions now, I think I pretty much went through everything. Does anybody have any questions on how the whole process works? Any questions at all? Okay, well, I don't see anything coming up. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Just wanted to say Happy Christmas. Hope you guys have a good time. Hope you enjoy your family and loved ones, and just take time to be thankful. I know that we all have a lot of problems. I got a lot of problems, but I try to take time to be thankful for the good stuff, because it's a lot easier for me to look at it's just better to look at the good stuff than the bad. I could be looking at the bad stuff all day long. And, you know, it's terrible to look at the bad stuff all day long. One other thing I wanted to say about this too, it looks like the stock market is going to take a really big hit next year. This December's been a real big downer, and there's a stat out that I was reading yesterday or in the last couple of days, and that's that the market's going to be crashing, because when the market hits its lows in December, the next year has been like a negative year the last 50 years that's ever happened. So the chances of having a bad year next year are looking pretty good. So I think a lot of that money is going to go into crypto. Okay, so I got some questions now. This is great. So is this real to invest larger amounts? Well, again, I really suggest try it out small and see what happens. I personally know people that have over $1 million in it, and so it's working for them. But I'm not going to tell you any guarantees or anything like that. I'm just going to say try it out and see what happens with something that is small, right? Invest what you can afford to lose. Don't risk anything. Don't put your house up on it. Don't do all that. Don't do anything crazy. Just put in a small amount and see what happens. And Chris, yeah, every single day I've done it, I've had return to profit. I've never had a losing day since I started in September. So I can only speak about what's happened to me. I can't say what's happened in the future, and I've never actually spoken to anyone that's lost some money. There's been a couple issues from time to time. There was once the exchange went down, another time that there was a lot of orders in the exchange, so it was hard to sell your profits, but they always fix that afterwards. So, things happen, but so far it's been pretty good. It seems like the leadership team here is pretty good. And a lot of smart people have been getting involved in it. Bill, yeah, I'll add it to my YouTube recordings. This will be available. This was actually a pretty terrible recording. Hopefully you guys showed up late. Like the first 5 minutes, I couldn't get the audio set up. So because of that, I might do something a little better later on. I appreciate everybody that took the time to attend. But I wanted to do this on Christmas. I just thought it was a good opportunity to share for next year. I think it's a great way to make some extra revenue, some passive revenue. You know, this is something that I'm recommending to personal friends and family. And I get really nervous about doing investments with family and friends because money's more important to me. I just don't want it to ruin a relationship, you know what I mean? So I'm like, listen, if you lose all your money, like I was talking to my brother, if you lose all your money, don't get mad at me, all right? Because I care more about our relationship than any stupid investment. So usually I don't even try to talk to my friends about investment type stuff just because I don't want to risk a relationship, because even though they say, yeah, I promise, I won't get mad, you know, they say that, but then something happens and then, you know, that's the way it is. Yeah, and Rob, you know, it could definitely be a scheme. You never know. It seems like it's working pretty good because they have all of their transactions shown on the blockchain. So when you see them make a purchase from one exchange to another, it's always shown. And so, you know, but it's always a possibility, right? You never know. That's why you always take it while you can, and always do your research. Here's what I suggest. Take a look, watch some other videos other than mine, do your research. People say, well, they'll ask me questions like, hey, is this guaranteed? No, it's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. What I say is, they'll say, how safe is this? Well, do your own research. Don't just ask me questions like that. Go find out. It's not really wise to do an investment just by taking the word of someone else. You really need to do your own research, and which I happen to have done my research on this, and I think it's a great opportunity, but you go ahead and do yours. Don't just take my word for it. Okay, guys, anyone else have any questions? Yep, and we had a big drop on the stock market this morning, so it's down again. Looks like we could be in for a little bit of some chaos here for a while. This is ugly. Okay, well, ma'am, send an email to us at info@tradingstrategyguides.com, and they'll try to help you out with that. Thank you. I'm glad that you watch our channel. I thank you so much for the support. And you know, go to my website also, caseystubbs.com. You can get in touch. No, Bill, there's no arbitrage for FX. This is cryptocurrencies. The reason that this works is because in crypto, it's an exchange where you don't need a broker. You just send the money directly from one exchange to another. It really wouldn't work. Yeah, Chris, you can do it. You just got to follow the guide that I put in the chat. And it's not that difficult. You got to have a little bit of experience with crypto. You know how to open up a wallet. It's not too difficult. You go to the Metamask. I personally would answer any questions if you guys had them. I've helped walk a couple people through it. it's not really too bad. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but it doesn't take computer expertise, really. It's just simple as if you can read email, you could probably figure this out. If you can do online banking, you can figure this out. It's not that difficult. You just want to make sure that you don't make any mistakes, and that's why I say start with small amounts. Because if you send to the wrong address, for example, the wrong crypto address, you could lose your money. And so... you just want to take it slow and learn the ropes before you do any big investments. All righty. I'll give it one last call for questions. You guys have had some great questions. Thanks, everybody, for attending. Thanks for supporting our YouTube channel. Thanks for, listening to the podcast. I really appreciate everybody. If you guys ever have any questions or any comments about the podcast or about trading strategy guides or finance and markets or anything that I do at all, I try to be really open and honest and help people in any way possible. So just hit me up at any time. Always willing to help. It's been quite an honor to be able to have people get a lot out of my training. So if that's it, last call for questions, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of my other trades. But have a great Christmas, everyone.